Hi guys, so both the Observer and the Independent are reporting a 68% drop in exports from the UK to the EU. Now, in an interview with the Observer, the head of the Road Haulage Association said that in addition to this 68% drop in exports, around 65 to 75% of vehicles coming over from the EU were returning empty. And this is due to issues on the UK side, and as a result, some British companies are temporarily or permanently stopping exports to the EU. Now, this situation, which was described by Mr. Burnett, who is the head of the Road Haulage Association, he described it as deeply frustrating, and he's accused ministers of failing to listen to repeated warnings from both his organisation and other industry experts. Now, they took specific aim at Michael Gove, who's the one who promoted Brexit once again from the very beginning, and they described him as a master of extracting information from you and giving you nothing back. So Michael Gove is very good at taking information from the Road Haulage Association or different entities and not actually providing them with anything. They have described the situation as detrimental to their industry. Now, Mr. Burnett also in this report to the Observer said, and I quote, "For clarity, the current situation should not be considered a consequence of COVID. If anything, the absence of the pandemic would have made it worse because volumes would have been greater." Once again, you'll hear Brexiteers, you'll hear Boris Johnson and Michael Gove describing the current problems at the border, the current downturn, a consequence of the pandemic. But the Road Haulage Association said that's not the case, because if lorries are going back empty, it means that exporters are not even considering exporting to the EU because they're afraid that their goods will not be able to cross the border. The UK government were not prepared for Brexit. They told companies to prepare, but whatever companies can do in their preparation, if the port is not ready, if there are not enough staff at the border, then it's not down to the companies, it's down to the government. And unfortunately, I think that the government were afraid of actually doing the correct preparation, putting in the resources necessary, because if they did that, they would have to answer questions in the media about Brexit, and they would have to explain, yes, Brexit is going to be a problem, it's going to be a problem for businesses, but instead of actually being honest with the public, being honest with businesses, they decided to lie instead and protect Brexit. And even at this stage, Michael Gove is not responding to comments and questions from the media in regard to this 68% drop in exports. It'll be interesting to hear what he has to say. I'm pretty sure he'll probably blame most of it on COVID, or he will blame the companies themselves for not having their paperwork correct, or I don't know, blame the EU or someone else. But of course, it will not be the government's fault. It is never the government's fault. We've seen it when it comes to the pandemic, and we're seeing it when it comes to Brexit. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?